is, the first day on our trip. We have high ambitions on this trip, so I guess we'll see how it kind of works itself out. We are heading off this way here. We're heading up the Whitford River right away, and today I guess it's find out what we missed day.
Is today the 12th?
Today's the 12th. Well, it's a little after 11, and we've actually come across, we're over there's a stream coming down. We haven't gone quite 10 kilometers yet, so I think we're going to be portaging this one, and it's kind of an unexpected portage today.
I think hopefully the portage works, because
yeah,
the line will be challenging. So
yeah, we're guessing.
We'll hopefully see.
It's looking like this is going to be a 3 portager. First portage of the day, and then it looks like we're going to have to line that thing up anyways. So, or maybe paddle on the right side. I guess we'll see when we get there. This three trips on this portage, so with it being so full of everything, and we had to bushwhack a lot of it, so Craig is going back for the last little bit, and it's about 11:45, so we said, well, why don't we do a lunchtime and then take it from there. Okay, so we're looking at this little lake here. This is a plan B. We've been doing so much lining today, our feet are getting cold. So we kind of, oddly enough, on this little creek, you can see it winded through about 400 meters rather than a 2-kilometer line that we were looking at. And there's another creek on the other side, maybe 100 meters or so. And then a little portage pullover, maybe 50 meters hopefully. So we're hoping between all of that, we get into the lake that we were originally aiming for, and we'll actually be on the west shore, east shore rather, which is good for the wind today. And so win-win for the wind. So we're paddling along and we come across this ice right across the lake. So we tried a little piece to see like how thick is it, and it breaks apart pretty easy. So there's a finger open up here. We're gonna see how long it is and see if it's possible we can break through. So we'll see how it goes. A little after 5 and the sun's come out. Hopefully that does something for the ice here. I see the wind pushing it off the lake and breaking chunks off, and you can almost see over some places that things are clearing out. So we'll see by the morning, I guess we'll figure out what we did. So we did a little over 15K today, 10K less than we were expecting, but maybe it's not a bad thing that we take a little extra time today. So again, 5 o'clock isn't super early, but our tents are up, and we have the rest of the evening to figure out what the heck we want to do. About 25 after 8, and we are just enjoying the last bit of this fire. We had, what did we have, Craig, for supper?
We had polenta with onion and chorizo sausage.
Yeah, so that was really good. Thanks, Craig, for cooking that. Craig likes to cook a lot of cook meals over the fire versus the dehydrated that I typically do, but it's a good mix on this trip for sure, as we've got a slow start to our 21 days, hopefully, with us being locked in today. We're gonna see what tomorrow's like. It's very cold out right now, so I think once this fire dies, it might be pack up and get into the tents. So we opted last night to set our tents up on the top of this point here, which is a fair ways down actually. You can see the water way down there. But this does give us a really good vantage of all the ice that's been blocking us. We're kind of waiting for some channel across any of this to open up. And the wind is right in our faces, so all this ice is really just being pushed towards us. So we're not quite sure what that means and how that's going to change, but I guess until that happens, we are hanging here. So that's our point over there. We're camping. And if I peer over here, you can see this wide swath of ice blocking us in. So we've gone for a quick jaunt around to this point and just to see what it's like, and lo and behold, it's still ice as far as the eye can see this direction. So I think we can expect, with the wind pushing all this ice north, that every north choke point or shore is going to be this thing looking like this on kind of these medium-sized lakes. So
Sure, that's ice there across that next
yeah, and then that next channel. So if we get out of this one, the far distance, I don't know if you can make that out, but I'm thinking that's ice as well. You can see ice is getting smashed up along the shore as the wind pushes it and breaking it into little icicles. So it's just a little after, we're getting close to around 5, I think, and we have just finished having a couple of pizzas, and we've got a couple of pieces left over, so that's pretty fantastic for tomorrow, I guess. And letting the fire kind of die a little bit here. We booked this trip so that this would be like, let's hope we timed it so the ice is off, and so the ice is not off. And then we also timed it so that there wouldn't be any forest fires. But if you look at that blood red sun up there, it's smoke in the air that's causing that. So it would be a super bright day if not. So our planning went to crap on this one, I guess, in terms of how things turned out. But it was well-intentioned for sure. And I guess we're going to learn a little bit by trying to circumvent this ice flow here and head on down tomorrow. It's a little after 7 and we're just getting breakfast.
morning.
And getting a little bit of coffee and things boiled up. We're going to probably do thermos lunches today. It rained all last night. Interesting thing, with all of that happening, all this ice is gone. So I think there's still ice at the next choke point, but right now we're feeling pretty happy about things, and at least we're going to take off today. The wind isn't super crazy and it's not in our face, so yeah, we'll see about that.
Hopefully it won't pack up ice anywhere. That'll be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Here, what we thought, like yesterday, this bay was completely blocked in, and now we're just seeing a little bit off of this point here. So I think we're good to go, and it's straight shot down the lake. So we're on McNabb Lake, just halfway through at a choke point, kind of getting off, taking a break. And yeah, it's been a beautiful day. There was a section that we thought we would have to line up, and it was just a nice easy paddle up a channel on the way. And now we're heading over there. Decision between a 700-meter portage or 2 sections of lining. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Portage today, 700 meters, 740, something like that. This is what it looks like, kind of new growth. And just going back for the second load. The trail actually is in really good condition, and you can see here. So this must be used by a fair amount by folks coming down from the Geeky and running down to the Fond du Lac or the Waterfound or something. And so easy to find on the one side, but with a burnout on the other side, it was a little tough to figure out where do we get down to the water. We figured that part out, and I guess all this new growth is kind of confusing things a little bit, but hey, we're all good to go, right? We're on Waterbury Lake here, and just come around the corner, and yeah, this whole thing is ice. So we know that with the way the wind is going, the ice is going to be pushing straight ahead, where we want to go, actually, unfortunately. We can see that it's open over there. So I think we're going to pop out and then maybe shoot along the far, just kind of see how far the ice will let us get. And then maybe if that there's maybe a little place we can pull over that little peninsula over there and see what's on the other side. So if we can get that far, then it's possible we can keep going today. And if not, then I guess this is about as far as we get. As luck would have it, we need to go that way, and this whole block of ice is really cleared a path all the way around it, so we had to go a little out of our way. But look at that, completely open over there and down the lake. So coming out of Woodford Lake, we've got one portage. So this is it. And actually it's a doozy because you gotta go way up there. That's a steep climb, and I'm the last guy. I got one pack left. I'm on my way. Just finished like the portage of the year, 14 meters straight up, and then 150 meters and then down. But it's actually pretty beautiful. This is, I think, McDonald River, and now we're going with it.